Test, test. All right. Hey, everybody. All right. Looks like we're mostly set up. I'm just waiting for a game. It looks like the arena queue is gonna pop pretty quickly. My other table looks like it's not gonna do a thing, but that's fine. I mean, the arena tables are obviously real dubious, but that's okay. I'm gonna throw out stream announcements. Oh, and we do have a game. Sweet. All elite and all pretty similar, actually. Like, it's almost like there was. It almost looks like there was actual attempt to match based on skill there. That was crazy. We're all like Elite League in the same rough like rating of Elite League. I mean, I haven't played enough for my rating to really be accurate, to be fair. Not sure Dr. Ball has either, but Dr. Ball is pretty good, obviously, a 410 rated, friend of the stream. He hangs around a bunch. 532 for this player. Lao Zhu is a 445. Dang. This is this is a legit table today. Complete opposite of what we had yesterday. Absolutely opposite of what we had yesterday. I do see a hay dryer. I see a hay dryer with a sleeping corner. Hay dryer sleeping corner is a lot of incentive to just do a 3-room game with strong players at the table. That's tempted. Family-friendly home is a little bit scary to pass if somebody has good room discounters, but unclear if that's going to happen. I also don't at all know that Animal Dealer comes back out of this pack, nor do we absolutely need it, but I do love me an Animal Dealer, especially if I'm going to do Hearth stuff with Hay Dryer. Animal Dealer also tends to push somebody else to do Hearth, though, and the more I look at this, some of the other cards are pretty bad. Master Builder is pretty good, but Large Scale Farmer is meh. Forest Scientist is real bad. Yeah, this pack's real bad on the wheel. I still gotta take the Hay Dryer because I just think it's the strongest card by a good bit. But I do think somebody else is going to take Animal Dealer. We're going to have to fight them a little. Somebody's likely to take Newly Plowed Field. Somebody's likely to take Family Friendly Home. So on the wheel, we're going to get stuff like Supply Boat, Mineral Feeder, Bottles, Potato Ridger. Scary to pass, maybe, but pretty ambitious to take. Yeah, that's exactly it, right? Like, family-friendly home some games doesn't do really much of anything because the growth queue or the way things work, it doesn't matter. If you don't have room discounters, it doesn't matter. But like, yeah, and I mean the alternative is that I'm passing freaking sleeping corner, right? So like, it's not like there's another outcome here that feels safer. There is a seducer, but I don't really believe in seducer, and I super don't believe in seducer when I have a sleeping corner. There is a carpenter, which makes the family-friendly home just a little better. There's a roof baluster, which can be pretty nice. There's a trowel. So some support for bigger houses here. There's shifting cultivation, which is totally legit. Chief Forester is kind of a cute way to get some extra crops sown. The only problem is none of these cards provide crops, which makes my sleeping corner a little bit harder to work at the moment. Nutrition Expert's always a fun dream, but very unclear it does anything here. Junior Artist is only fun if you actually hit a combo, which we've not seen a combo in the draft yet. Writing Boards is totally legit to add a bunch of extra food to the game. Chop House is okay in some combos. I'm probably just going to take the Trowel. I don't necessarily want to take actions to Reno to Stone in this game, but Trowel is a pretty handy way to Reno to Stone in this setup because I don't have to try to gather the read action in particular. I can probably just play Trowel and take some Stone. I likely will renovate to Clay at some point just because, and then Trowel becomes pretty good. Sculpture is maybe playable with my hand, but it's not a first pick. It's what we take on the wheel, potentially. Even Clearing Spade on the wheel. Wait a sec. Clearing Spade is also possibly something. Chief Forester Clearing Spade. Wait a sec. Do we just go for the nonsense? We just plow a bunch early and we do Chief Forester Clearing Spade because we can? I don't know if that actually makes sense, but it's funny to think about. Roof. I don't know. I don't even know what that's referring to. I just don't believe in Seducer. I don't need Roof Baluster. I'm going to take Chief Forester. Oh, Roof. Gotcha. Yeah, Roof Baluster. That's probably mostly a me/Midwestern thing. I don't know. I'm going to take the Chief Forester. I hope the Clearing Spade comes back, though, given what I've done. I'm a big Patch Caretaker fan, but I don't know that it's actually the pick here, because I'm not going to have a huge family. Plowman, on the other hand, looks great to give me the fields to make Sleeping Quarter and Chief Forester good. Plowman is actually, like, quite legit here, I think. I'm not a big 4-8 fan. I am probably going to Reno twice, so Mining Hammer looks okay. Food Basket, alternatively, gives me a grain and a veg, which are the things that I'm lacking. And then I can start using Chief Forester on them. Ooh, I really like that. Feeding Dish with Animal Dealer is busted. Busted's a stretch, but Feeding Dish is very good with Animal Dealer because of the dumb ruling in Revised. But when you Animal Deal, you get the animal first from Animal Dealer, then you take the effects of the action space, which means Animal Dealer Feeding Dish always works. Even if you have no sheep, you go to the sheep space, you get a sheep from Animal Dealer, and then Feeding Dish activates when you take the actual sheep, which is kind of dumb. But we don't have an Animal Dealer yet, and this Miner pack is very good. The Foreign Aid, the family-friendly home could definitely abuse. Forest Stone is always pretty good. But I think I have to take Food Basket here. It does mean that I have a little bit iffy miners to start playing with early, so we're going to have to hopefully adjust that. But this really helps get the things I don't have access to. Here, we really don't care. Second Spouse is basically a sleeping corner, so I don't need it. Garden Hoe, each time you take an unconditional sow, see, that's going to be like never. Eternal Rye Cultivation, I guess, is fine. We're going to have a grain field at some point, and then getting extra food or extra grain is fine. Even Bale of Straw, I guess, could be a thing for us at some point. I don't think we need Game Trade. So Eternal Rye or Bale of Straw are playable here. Clay Warden is not happening. Roughcaster's not happening. Second Spouse isn't needed. I don't want to play Outskirts. Although passing Outskirts to the family-friendly home plus Carpenter, I don't love it, but whatevers. I think I'm just taking Food Distributor. Giving us a grain and some food is an okay action. It enables some of what we want to do, and then the real question is trickles of food from Bale of Straw or trickles of food from Eternal Rye? I guess Eternal Rye. By the time Bale of Straw is doing anything, I should already have Haydryer doing absolutely insane things. Animal Dealer did not come back. That was pretty expected, but still mildly sad. Outskirts is so game warping sometimes that you hate seeing it. I agree. You'd have just cut the Outskirts. That's entirely reasonable also, actually, because I probably will never play Food Distributor. I don't see a lot of value in the Food Distributor either, so I have plenty of food, mild stretch. I have plenty of food once the Haydryer cows are breeding, and or once I actually get crops going. But, I mean, that takes a while, so... But am I playing Food Distributor to solve that? No, probably not. So yeah, like, I agree, I don't really need it. The ox here are garbage, which we knew. When am I going to have a sheep in a pasture and want to get grain? Probably never. So this could be bottles, because having a bit of sealing options is actually pretty good for me. Alternatively, Stone Cart with Trowel is not that bad, because one of the bigger issues with Stone Cart is, like, you get a stone in round 14, what are you doing with it? But, like, Trowel guarantees I can potentially use it. But it costs wood, and I want a lot of wood, so I think I take bottles. Because I don't necessarily need a lot of clay, and I should later have the food for it. Am I not setting it up before growth? Not necessarily. I might set all that up before growth. Like, just rush Haydryer? Maybe that's what I do. But we'll see what I'm actually allowed to do. I just am not playing any of these cards, right? I can't imagine playing any of these cards. I don't know. I don't think that Pick matters. Anyhow, yes, I've been debating just going Haydryer, Plowman, and then worry about growth afterwards. I think that's possible here, but I don't fully know what I'm doing yet. I'm a little concerned about the fact that I passed family-friendly home and rooms to somebody behind me, and if I just completely ignore stuff, but... Bottles does... You like the two-room Haydryer, and Bottles does complement it, I'll give that. Wow, Seducer and Nutrition have come back, and the Clearing Spade that I wanted with my Chief Forester has come back. That is fun. God, can we run Nutrition Expert now if we retry? Just bias Cog. Nutrition seems nuts. I think we could run a crazy nutrition game, right? If we really focus on just doing farming, maybe we can just run a nutrition game. We have to use the food basket, and we gotta get the fields going. Yeah, it's a spicy line. I don't know if it's good enough. Although I'm not playing Seducer, right? I just don't believe in Seducer, especially when I have a sleeping corner. So yeah, take the Nutrition Expert and possibly do it. The Feeding Dish came back, which is a little sad. I was hoping for other miners out of this pack. Whoever took the Animal Dealer, I think, was supposed to take Feeding Dish, to be honest. But they might not have realized the combo. Wholesale market is pricey, but it is possible if I don't do nutrition things that I actually want wholesale market. And it's really hard for me to imagine I want to play Feeding Dish this game. So, yeah, let's take this wholesale market. With nutrition, you really see no reason to not just go two-room Haydryer and then just grow with Sleeping Corner and just never build a room. Or you mean just go two-room Haydryer and try to make it all work. Anyhow, I'm going to take wholesale market. I can't imagine that I play Minstrel. No, I can't imagine I play Minstrel. Can't really imagine that I play Mushroom either, but... Anyhow, I think it's going to be a bit hard to pull off Haydryer and Nutrition at a strong table, but maybe it works. I can maybe build a room later, or if it works, ignore it. Either way, I don't know if it. It's a little hard, I think, to fully set up to just play the big country game and make nutrition work here. I think it's a lot of actions and a lot of setup. I'm dubious, but I guess it could be fun to try. Could be fun to try. Now, regardless, if I'm doing Haydryer stuff early, I'm probably supposed to just open 3 wood, 2 wood, and rush out tons of wood. Alternatively, I can just Freeock Plowman here, because I also really do want the fields going pretty quickly. I could just do the big country thing of 3 wood plow, but I don't think full big country nonsense works. I also will have the option to go 2 clay, but I really just want 4 clay for hearth, so... I kind of want to just play Plowman here. I really need those fields, I think, coming in on time if I'm ever going to do some of this nonsense. You think there's a risk in leading too hard? I think there is too, but I mean, Sid is kind of tempting me to just try to do something outside of my comfort zone, because what the heck is the point? I don't really care about my ELO at the moment, to be fair. So, you know what? Let's try to lean into nonsense and see how well it works. I think I'm supposed to play Plowman then, and get fields going. but I might be taking... maybe I'm supposed to just take the 3 wood, but let's just get the fields going. Let's have great timing on these fields so that I actually am ready for sleeping quarter and crops. Woodcutter is getting played right away by Dr. Blah. Interesting. I'm assuming that's outskirts. Wow, RSF is getting taken last. Intrigue. Alright, I don't want to take 2 clay. I don't really need to take plow after opening plowman, so I think I just take 2 wood. 2 wood's a good enough action. I am still content doing 1 or 2 more plow actions though early here. I don't mind somebody else plowing early. Fascinating. Next round I'm probably just taking 3 wood, 2 wood. I might be going 3 wood plow. I eventually have to play Chief Forester, but I don't think there's any real rush on that. As much as I'm taking wood, I don't have crops. And I think Food Basket is my crop source. I think I gotta do crops kind of mid-game. So one of the awkward things about this hand is that Chief Forester is gonna be coming down after I already fully fence, probably. So that part's gonna be just a little weird, but... Corf gets played in round 1. I really hate that. I think that's mostly throwing away a read, but hey, they can do what they want. Informant. Wow, they got RSF in the last seat. That's pretty lucky, though. So there's lots of wood injection, but I'm still just going to go 3 wood. Food basket, gift basket, whatever. You think for this to work, I'll need a relatively early one? I'm still not totally convinced how hard I'm trying to lean into a nutrition expert and or how much I'm willing to just do early hay dryer and then let other stuff happen. I generally think nutrition is very intensive, and so I'm not super convinced I'm leaning hard into it. If I am committed, I have to calc actions. It's very tight. I agree, but I also don't really have the time to calc actions, so I don't think I'm committed to nutrition expert, but I do think I'm committed to early hay dryer already. Wow, the outskirts made it all the way there. Okay, interesting. There are enough options. There are a lot of options, I agree. I'm just gonna keep taking wood. That's the option for the moment. I mean, I do want 4 clay into a hearth someday, but we'll take some more wood. I'm going to need a bottom feeding action, so I'm hoping other people have food sources beyond bottom feeding, because otherwise we also could get clamped real freaking hard, because there's no sheep yet. But we will see what's all happening. Is it outskirts plus informant awkward? Kind of, yeah, that's a good point, because they don't want to be taking hollow. Yeah, that doesn't make the most sense. Purple's plowing again, which probably hints at cesspit, or they're just principled. I don't know the answer. It is late sheep. There is 4 clay on the board. We'll see if the outskirts takes it. It'll mess with informant though, so they probably don't. But what do I know? I guess they're going to build a hearth? I don't know. They undo. I don't know what they're thinking, but we'll find out in a sec. Maybe they're realizing that informant and outskirts is awkward. I don't know. How bad do I need 4 clay here? I guess is also a follow-up question, but I kind of really do need a hearth at some point, I think. But okay, I'm not getting it. Or I gotta wait for 5 clay. And teal's just gonna outskirts. So I'm also not getting 2 wood this round. So this round might just be 3 wood, 3 food. Yeah, it's probably just 3 wood, 3 food. Although 3 food's kind of an awkward amount. If I get RSF back somehow, I guess I could consider that still too, because I need a read eventually for Food Basket. I also could, I guess, debate playing an Ock, but most of the Ocks don't help me a ton. I guess I could play Mushroom, but ugh. This seems very weird from Teal. I agree. I don't like how Teal is playing this game. We threw away a read to Corf, which I guess is okay because we have outskirts, but Why would we take a bunch of clay and turn off informant? And why are we fighting for a hearth when there's not even sheep left and Dr. Ball already has clay for a fireplace? I can't answer. I don't understand. I really thought I was getting 4 clay here. Opening this round with 4 clay seems, yeah, I don't like what Teal's doing. I think it's bad play, but it's fine. It's partly just because it annoys me, but then also, yeah, it doesn't make a ton of cohesive sense to me. So, but that's okay. I don't really know what Dr. Blah is going to do here either. I guess just take more RSF. I mean, the food is sketchy, so I guess I have to take 3 food. Yeah, I don't love how the early food looks in this game either. Um, Especially with late sheep here. But yeah, Dr. Ball is just going to lock up fireplace. I mean, there's really no need to do this first action, but I have to assume purple is going Ock into SP Cesspit. But no, they just take RSF. Okay. Well, Ock is open. I could just play an Ock. I could drop the early hay dryer, but the question is, do I actually get 4 food? Because I really would need 4 food badly then. Dr. Block could take 3 food. Purple doesn't look like they would take bottom feeding. But Teal also needs food. I think I have to just take 3 food. The early food though could be annoyingly tight, and that could also cause me big issues with this early hay dryer thing. Yeah, this doesn't look that good. Doesn't look that good for me. Yeah, Dr. Bob responds by taking the other bottom feeding. It's pretty expected, but late sheep is awkward, yeah. Wow, the carpenter made its way to purple. Okay. So purple has room parts. Teal probably RSFs. Because they need the food. They're going to go RSF into hearth. Dr. Bois is going to take wood. I mean, I'm going to take wood. I'm probably just 3 wood, 2 wood. But the food is looking really bad. I don't know why Teal's undoing that. They basically have to go RSF here. I guess they could take a beggar. I don't know what they'd be taking a beggar for, though. But yeah, this is going to be one of those actual food tight revised games, it appears, so that's gross. I guess I may be playing food nutrition in stage 2. Yeah, I might have to play the food distributor in stage 2, but even then, like, is it actually, are there going to be enough people to even make this be enough food? I don't know, but I might have to. Might have to hope it is. Like, purple does get their first room in. Teal, what did I say Teal's going to do? Teal's going to hearth because it opens up outskirts again. And then I guess I can look for 5 clay into hearth next round. Wow, no, Teal takes Reed and continues to kill their own informant. Sure. Sure they do. I don't effing understand. I gotta just take 2 wood here, I guess. Yeah, 2 wood's gotta be the play. I hope to get 5 clay next round. I can set up all the fences. I can try to get the hay dryer down. The biggest issue is I just don't have enough food. And so I don't know I'm gonna get to breed the cows. I'm gonna have to find a way to do it, but yeah, the food is, I guess, yeah, food distributor might have to be an out, so I guess let's calc action. Stage 2, I'm taking 5 clay, I'm playing hay dryer, I'm fencing, I need to get food with the remaining 3 actions. One of those actions might need to be hearth. Maybe I get some sheep. Dr. Block kept our damn animal dealer right after us. I don't remember what was in that minor pack, but I really think Dr. Bois was supposed to keep Feeding Dish then. Feeding Dish is just so good, but at least that's a little more food in the game, sort of, but it does make the animal stacks even more contested. It also means Dr. Bois kind of wants a hearth, so I really don't know what Teal's Clay is doing, but All right, not growth, not growth, not growth. Let it be not growth. It's not growth. All right. Then we're still playing for something. Still have play. All right. I would like 5 clay. Teal would like presumably not 5 clay. Average Joe, thanks so much for the Prime sub, man. Really appreciate it. Thanks for swinging by. We're attempting to run fast hay dryer, but that -1 food for Plowman. I'm aware. Yes, Plowman is making this. That is a major problem. I'm well aware. This is why I've been talking about how rough the food is. Were you not caught up on this fact? This was well known. This was part of the problem we had. Like we're in trouble. Teal continues to take actions that I don't understand. Teal needs wood, and they still have a freaking informant that isn't being used. But whatever. I will take 5 clay. That's eventually a hearth. Yeah, I think if you had 1 food for Ak, I'm fine. No, I mean, not being able to play an Ak is tricky. Oh, yeah, so I probably take RSF next round, right? If I go for RSF, I also have the read I need for Food Basket, and then I unlock a food to be able to play Food Distributor to get out of this. Although I still have to play Hay Dryer. I don't know. We're in some troubles for sure, but Dr. Blah just takes more wood because Teal refuses to take the wood they were supposed to, and I don't even know what's happening. Purple is going to SP even though they don't... Wow, they have a brewery pond? That's gross. I mean, it's very good, but... Teal is Akin. Why did Teal take this clay and kill their informant every round? Like, this is so baffling. They continue to refuse to play Hearth, and they just... They're wasting their informant. It's so offensive. All right, they've taken all the read because they have a basket maker's wife. All right, good news. There's more food in the game. Bad news, Dr. Blah is almost certainly taking sheep here after I go Hearth. But I also save a clay because Teal... Okay, cool. I don't know what that clay is for, but it'll be something someday. But yeah, life is tough here because it looks like Purple's probably going to brewery pond fishing. Dr. Blah is going to take sheep here, I have to assume. If Dr. Blah doesn't take sheep for some reason... Oh, because he can't animal. No, he kind of wants to build. Alright, actually, we get 3 sheep. That is very fortunate. 3 sheep is incredibly saving here. Now, it's a little sad I didn't fence. Apparently, I should have fenced this action, actually. But 3 sheep is, yeah, very life-saving here. And it's late growth. Let's go, team! Let's go! Well, look at this. Look at this luck. Look at this luck. All right, well then. GG? Probably. Yeah, probably. I don't even think I need Nutrition Expert to win this game from here, because now Plowman, Chief Forester, Sleeping Corner, Late Growth, like, bottles, I'll just be able to do enough that it'll be fine. But yeah, that's very lucky. Also, nobody did family-friendly home stuff. Nobody's like really busted the growth queue. Wow, this has to be clay supports. That's why we took the clay. Okay, it's clay supports. That's why we took the clay. God, maybe just don't play informant. I don't know. Family-friendly home could still win. Yes, I am afraid of family-friendly home. I agree. Anyhow. Slap these sheep. Slap these sheep. There is so much food pressure in this game that this is hilarious. Like, Teal at least has food with all their read, but, like, Purple's gonna brewery pond here, except Dr. Blah might have to brewery pond here. Like, I don't know what's happening, but 3 sheep, amazing. Yeah, Dr. Blah is gonna slam the fishing, which hurts Purple. Oh my god, yes. These opponents have to... What is Purple... How is Purple feeding? Clay oven. Duh, clay oven. They're brewery ponding a clay oven. Next round is their plan. Okay. Or even Reno clay. No, they don't have enough for Reno clay oven. Oh, they have Reno stone oven next round if they want it because of stone cutter. But all right, Teal builds a room. They have food. Okay, that's fine. That's all fine. And the informant turns online. All right, a little bit scared of clay support still, actually, plus informant, but There's a lot of wood in the game because I'm not building wood rooms and informant and woodcutter. But there's definitely a lot to like about getting those sheep there. I do need another improvement down in order to play food basket, but we'll get there. We'll get there. I probably am supposed to just fence 15 here because I'm going to get Ock easily next round. I probably fit in a wood room with Forester after the corner. After corner. Oh, yeah, yeah. Yes, I agree. I probably have time for a wood room because I'm going to take a bunch of wood and I'd like to build stables. But we'll see. I don't know for sure if I do wood room or not. Because actually the reed's a little annoying now with the brewery pond and basket maker guy. But we'll see. I have 3 actions left. 2 of them are Haydryer and Fence 15. What is my other action? It could be RSF. It could be 6 wood. I'm getting 6 wood next round. I probably have to take 6 wood next round. Do I have to take 6 wood? I don't have to, but why am I not? I guess because I don't have Chief Forester down, but I guess I do just build a wood room then. And build stables. I don't know. I think I just fence 15 though, right? Just fence 15 here. Ock out Haydryer. I should easily get Ock next round. Nobody has food, and so no, I can play my Ock on expensive Ox. So I just I can't get blocked on Ox. I don't think. I mean, I could, to be clear. It's not. It's just it seems very improbable that I would get Ock blocked. Wow, those 3 sheep are just so incredible here, though, because I need a food for my field in round 8, and I need a food to play my Ock. But I have exactly enough food for harvest and the Ox. That 3 sheep was such a break for us, and late growth is such a break for us. Oh, also Teal didn't build rooms. Wait a sec, what? Teal didn't build a room there? What the hell? Wait a second, what? Teal's gonna take 4 clay next round and then triple build? But they're gonna let red start player. Oh, and red kills the 6. Dr. Ball kills the 6 wood. Okay, that's fine. It's actually kind of freeing because I don't have to take 6 wood now, which I kind of appreciate. I can't play Chief Forester. I could take 4 food bottom feeding and ask what the hell's happening. Ooh, 4 and aid from purple. Okay. That's also a way to get through this harvest. I did forget that was in the draft. I should have remembered that. That's my bad. Okay, 4 and aid in a late growth game is definitely bold. Especially when the person after you is signaling they're going to build 1,000,000 rooms. I am gonna barely need sleeping corner to get growth without at this rate, but alright, Teal does take the clay, that was expected. Okay. I could take 3 stone here if I think I have time to build a well or anything. If purple has the family-friendly home, they can do some stuff here. I hope the family-friendly home didn't make it that far in the draft because my opening miners weren't that great. But look, I have no idea. I can't tell you. I don't know. Do I want 3 stone? Not really, right? I don't really have time for the stone. I would really like to just get the crops going, right? So if I want to get the crops going, I need an RSF action at some point. So I can play Food Basket. I also have to get more miners down. I also have to get Chief Forester going. Huh. It's all a little awkward. Do I want to build a wood room and get more I do kind of want more actions, but maybe this is fine. I also could take a no, I can't take a sheep and breed sheep. That's not an option. It could just be take RSF. I'm going to need an RSF at some point. Yeah, I think I just take RSF and play Haydryer. Then I'm gonna play Chief Forester. I can play Clearing Spade, and then I can play Food Basket. It's a lot of miners doing not a hell of a lot of work. But if I play Clearing Spade, then I can play Food. Yeah, Food Basket's 2 improvement requirements actually causing issues here. And I don't have the extra wood. Ugh, ugh, ugh. Yeah, I can't play Clearing Spade. Awkward. Yeah, okay, so the crops are coming much later than desired. Mining Hammer for Dr. Bois, that's fine. I don't really like Mining Hammer if you're going to open the game with Woodcutter, but whatever. You think you like 3 stone and build well as prerequisite for Food Basket, or even just build a stone oven. Yeah, maybe 3 stone oven was correct. The thing I was scared about is purple does have a stone cutter here, right? And they can build well or stone oven. I mean, they're taking more stone, which wasn't necessarily what I thought they were going to do, but I didn't like that dynamic, but I maybe should have gone for it. Although I still need the read action at some point for the freaking improvements. But I guess, yeah, I would have had more stone. Maybe that would have been worth it. Oh, well. Oh, well. I'm probably getting 4 wood next round. What a fencing arrangement. Thanks. I probably take 4 wood next round and play Chief Forester. And then round... Oh, wait, there might be 2 sheep next round also. 2 sheep next round's pretty fun. I still need to figure out food for next stage also, actually. It's kind of unfortunate. This is why breeding cows is so hard, because I get a free cow here, and then I get a free cow in round 9, and then I get to breed them in round 9. So after stage 3, my food's going to be great. However, my food is still not solved for next stage, so... Even 5 food bottom feeding might be what I have to actually take here, just to make sure I get through this stupid stage, which is not pretty, but... Yeah. I'm glad we're trying this, but it does get the feeling that I would have been better off just fighting for room parts and growth. Although I guess the growth queue, I mean, it turns out it's late growth, and like this line's getting pretty rewarded because of it, but 2 rooming is hard. You just have so few actions. Plowman is doing a lot of work for us, though, admittedly. We are getting some auto farming done. We eventually grow with Sleeping Quarter, but we're also like really reliant on round 12 growth. I guess we could maybe be ready to build a room and grow in round 12 if we have to be. But yeah, this game plan's still a little sketchy, but... Boar flip, that's a welcome sign. Love to get 2 boar next round. I don't know how realistic that is. Teal double built instead of triple built. That's incredibly telling, I think. I suspect Teal is SP family friendly home and then building another room. That's bad news for us. The good news is we might get 2 pigs out of it, but the bad news is they probably have family friendly home. But yeah, I am now... Wow, the supply boat's not with the brewery pond. RSF for purple. What? I don't understand what my opponents are up to. There's 4 wood. That makes much more sense. Teal's gonna SP family friendly home, I assume. That makes sense to me. Teal going family friendly home and to build and then grow is really... is problematic, probably. Yeah. And it does look like that's what's happening. That's gonna be, yeah, wow, that made it all the way to teal. So all my opponents played the, oh, well, hopefully nobody has room discounters game. I will say teal's game is fairly behind where it probably should be, given the fact I literally didn't contest build and we're in round 8. Like, this family-friendly home could have really busted the game open, potentially. I guess it was round 6 Reno. Yeah, maybe it could be a lot better than this. Maybe this is just how it had to be, but anyhow, I think I'm taking 2 sheep here. I'm getting 2 pigs next round. I'm probably just taking tons of food. If I get animals breeding, that's also just like a ton of points for me. I mean, this might force Dr. Bois to take the pigs, I guess, with Animal Dealer. This Animal Dealer is so sad for Dr. Bois given I'm doing this, but I guess that's the danger of committing to Animal Dealer. It's mildly dangerous for me too, but I guess the 2 sheep feed me regardless if I have to here. I don't want to necessarily eat the 2 sheep to get through this harvest, but if I have to, I can. Yeah, I also think this is largely proving what my instincts were, is that this, I just think we were never realistically pulling off nutrition expert on 2 rooms. I just don't think it was really possible. Maybe it was in some way, but also it looks like we could be getting 6 wood next round, but I really don't care about the 6 wood over the 2 pigs. The 2 pigs are just so good. I'm gonna wind up eating the sheep then, but 2 pigs next round, and then I can breed pigs and cows, and then food is super solved. I think I take 4 wood with this action, but I only need to use nutrition in stage 5 on. You think pushing harder would have let me do it in stage 4 as well, but that seems unnecessary. Gotcha. I'm unconvinced still, let's go with, but anyhow. Mostly because we just don't have that killer of a crop source. All we have is a food basket. Like, I don't know, but maybe. Anyhow, I think I take 4 wood here. I basically have to take wood in order to play an improvement, in order to play food basket. It turns out I probably should have kept the bale of straw in the draft purely because it was free. And having a free miner to be able to play in order to unlock food basket would be good, but I don't. So I take wood, I take pigs, I play Chief Forester, then I have this stage, and this stage is going to be play Clearing Spade, play Food Basket, take wood piles. Or just take 1 wood pile and then play Sleeping Corner. Ugh. Yeah, that might be what it has to be. Yeah, actually, that's not that bad. Yeah, you know what? That's not that bad. You think just take clay for bottles instead? Oh, and don't play Clearing Spade yet. See, the problem is if I don't play Clearing Spade yet, though, how am I getting Sleeping Corner into play? Oh, I guess I have 1 grain field, I harvest 1 grain, and then I resow a grain, and then I drop sleep. No, but then I don't have Sleeping Corner in time for round 12, right? I can't get Sleeping Corner in time for round 12 with that. Yeah, I think I have to get the Clearing Spade in the ground. I think I have to do the line I just talked about. I think I have to take wood here. Yeah, I think I have to go for wood, but I agree, not getting bottles down soon is rough. I just don't have the actions to pull this off. I think I'm fairly convinced that Chief Forester Food Basket is not enough to get the crops going to nutrition expert levels on a 2-room game plan. But maybe it would be 2 if the game was a little more food rich and we weren't having to contest animals so much, but I don't know if that's true either. Maybe I had to get a stage 1 hay dryer in. That might be actually. Maybe the key to making this work is that I had to somehow pull off stage 1 hay dryer by just settling for fence 12, fully committing to fence 12 hay dryer. Not worried about getting a hearth in stage 1. And then we could have been breeding cows in stage 2, and then we'd actually have food already. Maybe that works. Who knows? Do I even play Chief Forester? I think I do. My instincts are that we play Chief Forester, but I guess I could just manually take the sow action, huh? Yeah, wait, that's an interesting thought. We don't have to play Chief Forester. Wait a sec. Yeah, maybe that is what saves us. Oh, wait a second. Oh, yeah. No, I think you're right. Because I really don't want to take that many more wood actions anyhow. I don't really think I have time for stables or a wood room. I think we're hard committed to none of that. Oh, okay, I like that. Yeah, that should work. Okay, I skipped the Chief Forester action, which saves us. So now I take pigs this round and I play Clearing Spade. Then I'm free to play Food Basket and plant crops and then play Sleeping Corner, which gives me only one free action still, which is not the number I would like, but... Alright, Dr. Blah, I'm slightly sad about your animal dealer, but not that sad. I guess this is the way animal dealer can not be that good, is if somebody does animal things in front of you. Anyhow, purple built a clay oven. That's fine. Teal is growing this round. Teal needs food. Oh my god, what the hell is Teal doing? Teal has reed they can eat, but what? Alright, the good news is, yeah, Teal was the player I'd be mildly scared of, except their food sucks. Dr. Bois' feeding is also pretty rough given that I attacked the animals in front of him so hard. It'll eventually be fine. Purple's going to build another room. Fantastic. I think building another room is... Building 2 more rooms. I mean, we have a carpenter. I guess we have to, but... I guess we played Foreign Aid. But yikes. I mean, I guess there's enough wood in the game that this probably works, but this is real late. Is this ever 3 food if it wheels? Ooh, 3 food lets us breed all types. That's an interesting thought. Do we just stuff fish in? Huh. Do I have a free action for that, and is it worth it to have sheep breeding? I guess, yeah, saving my sheep points is a lot of points, because then I never have to take a sheep action. So 3 food is sort of like a downstream 2 sheep action, except even more than that. It's a ton of food. I mean, we have infinite food after this harvest. Like, literally infinite food. Which in that front, stables would be nice to eventually get, but I don't think we have time. But all right, we have to count the actions. Can I take 3 food here? Maybe. If I take 3 food, my next stage is Clearing Spade, Food Basket, Sow, Sleeping Corner. That's incredibly narrow. So, alternatively, we hope to get the sheep action late in the game. And we get better tempo on not fucking up what I just said is our sequence. It's probably better to not have to F up our sequence later and just get the Clearing Spade down now. It's a lot of minors I'm playing. Sleeping Corner in 12. The problem with Sleeping Corner in 12 is that if I'm using Clearing Spade in order to get 2 grain fields, the grain is going to come out of the ground in round 11 harvest, and then I won't be able to play Sleeping Corner in 12. And then if growth flips in 12, well, unless I just start player in 11, and then I'm ready regardless. But if I'm start player in 11, what am I starting with? Food Basket, I guess? But if I get stuffed, I'm going to go with it doesn't really matter if I'm breeding sheep. As nice as it would be to have the sheep points, I can take a 2-point sheep action late in the game. If I have to. There's so many ways I can earn points. I think I have to make sure I pull off this Food Basket on time. And in order to pull off Food Basket, Sleeping Corner on time, I also need Clearing Spade down. This does benefit purple, admittedly, because now purple doesn't have to start player to grow. But I guess they already didn't have to, right? I don't even. Maybe I'm supposed to major minor that actually. I didn't think hard about that part, but this is okay. Dr. Ball has fencing, which makes enough sense given he does actually have animal dealer. He also has supply boat. I'm a little surprised he's not taking 2 food and a grain here. Also, I'm still surprised Dr. Bois doesn't have a feeding dish. I will have to watch the draft again. I'm curious if Dr. Bois just doesn't realize that interaction. But I'm going to reiterate feeding dish animal dealer's pretty nuts. Teal grew with a food chest. I see. That's how Teal's feeding, and then taking RSF. Okay. I mean, Teal's fed, and Teal has a ton of wood because of informant, and they have a big house. Alright, I mean, Teal still is a person to be worried about. Dr. Bois is animal dealing the sheep, but can't breed them, I don't think. No, it doesn't look like he can, so... Yeah, I don't actually know why Dr. Bois chose to fence and sheep over taking a 2 food and a grain action and not having to take sheep this round. But whatever. I will just eat sheep. I think it's relatively easy enough to get the sheep later in the game. I mean, I guess everybody needs the sheep, but I can eat 2 sheep here and it's fine. I'll get a sheep somehow. Next stage, clearing spade later then. That might work, Jay Shavy, but I also don't think it's that important to breed the sheep here. My food is now absolutely zany, so. Also, there's a good chance that I can end the game at 6 cows and 1 sheep. So I don't even know if breeding the sheep matters a ton, because otherwise I'd probably be aiming for 4 sheep, 4 cows, 5 pigs. But if I just shift to 1 sheep, 6 cows, 5 pigs, it's the same points. I guess it still costs a sheep action later. But that means that taking 3 food now was just trying to save me a sheep action later, which doesn't really... I don't think it really matters. Purple gets grain in the ground, which is really good for them. Purple can get a stone oven. I do like Purple's feeding plan. Alright. Gotta eat the sheeps. But then we're breeding 2 cows and a pig every harvest for a while here, so we're nicely fed. The plowman has done a lot of work. We got the fields down. That part's all good. I have a free action this stage, but only 1 free action, I believe. Because nope, only 1 free action, I think. I want to play Food Basket, I want to sow, I want to play Clearing, or Sleeping Corner. So, maybe I was supposed to keep Second Spouse also after all this time and everybody, but... I guess if I want to, I can just be an SP hog. Letting Dr. Bois be second doesn't really scare me, because Dr. Bois' game looks the least concerning, and Teal's is probably the most concerning. So being an SP hog is also, like, kind of spicy here. I just re-up start player right now with Gift Basket. I sow my crops. What happened to my field? Wait a sec. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Oh, field's next round. Okay, good. I was like, oh my god, what? Yeah, what if I just be an SP hog? I go start player sow, start player next round, and then take whatever comes? Kind of like the idea of being an SP hog. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna keep Teal last. This gift basket looks pretty nice for Dr. Bois, but
or food basket, whatever. He can enjoy it. Plowing is also a pretty good action for my free action if it comes back, because I could spread the veg and then harvest the veg right away too. Which would allow me to nicely multiply the crops. Would even let me consider doing nutrition expert things, maybe, but I'm not sure it would actually be netting points or not. Dr. Bod does take Reed. That's probably Reed for Reno and Gift Basket now. Purple's growing, that makes sense. Sheepwell, that's definitely nice for the stonecutter. It's cool. Teal's feeding is really a problem, although I guess they can try to abuse outskirts. That might be what Teal's going to be up to. Yeah, I'm guessing Teal's going to abuse outskirts here in order to feed themselves. Yeah. Which is actually kind of clever. It is pretty good. Oh, and they can use family-friendly home again. Yeah, Teal can use family-friendly home again, and that's what they're going to do. Wow, they're just going to... Yeah, okay. Okay, I see you. Yeah, Teal's definitely scary. They're going to have a 6-room stone house. They're going to have fences. Their feeding is a little problematic. I'm surprised they're only building 2 stables. I would also build 4 stables here. They have so much wood. With Informant and the actions they have and the wood in the game, I think they should build 4 stables. So I'm glad they're making a minor mistake. I can sell 1 of each here because at the start of next round I get a field and then I can slide a grain over and then I can SP Sleeping Corner at the start of next round, which is, I believe, what I want to do. I think keeping Teal last for quite a while here is pretty damn strong, actually. I might take 2 sheep next round, because it looks pretty likely that 2 sheep are going to be available on the wheel next round. I might plow if it comes back. I might take the clay pile. I think I should be trying to play bottles, and I might be trying to renovate still. If I get one, if I have time, it's mostly if growth flipping in 12 or not is going to have a huge impact on this game still. Because if I have the actions, I can probably sneak in like Reno bottles and even play trowel just to Reno to stone. And I'll get to actually grow my family to 5 members. But Master Bricklayer, I think, is kind of weak here. There's, well, God, there's still a well, because purple Stonecutter. Okay, Master Bricklayer maybe is scary enough. The well still being available is interesting. If I had actions, I would also consider that, but I don't. Yeah, okay, I don't like this Master Bricklayer is actually a little spooky. Although they still won't have much of a farm, but if they get a well, I don't like that, but Dr. Blanc gets his cows going. Purple takes wood. Purple does need a lot of wood. Alrighty. I would like to get my field. I'd like to move a crop with clearing spade. And I'd like a sleeping corner. And I'd like to continue being annoying to Teal. Alright, come on, growth. Growth in 12. Growth in 12. Alright, I am going to be offered 2 sheep on the wheel, probably. Which does look like a pretty good action. What else am I doing? Like, yeah, I could take the huge clay stack for an eventual bottles and maybe Reno, but I probably should just take the sheep. My end game is all gonna be growing and God, I've also offered plow. See, I can plow here. Teal does get to abuse outskirts. To generate. I mean, they're using outskirts to generate food via Basket Maker's Wife, which kind of is clever and interesting. And they're gonna get a well here. Yeah, that's gross. Yeah, teal's a big issue. Okay, the sheep are at least 2 points. It's even more food that I probably don't need. Plowing is at least 2 points. Plows are looking pretty tight. I probably still can just take the sheep later. If I plow now, I also clear fields much faster because I get to remove the veggies. Okay, yeah, I should just plow now. If plow so flips, plowing now is also quite a bit better, I think, because I get to resow a lot more crops. I probably just max my crop points, basically, actually, if... Almost max my crop points if plow so flips. Oh, actually, should I move the grain instead of the veg? Interesting. No, I should move the veg just in case. Well, no, I don't think I'm playing. Don't think I'm playing Nutrition Expert. I just don't see it. I'm gonna do this, but admittedly, my farm is gonna be kind of done, but I don't have that many points. I need growth so bad, I think. If growth flips, I think I have a serious chance, because I think I still will have time to finagle, like, a bottles and a Reno and some stuff, but... If Plauso flips, I probably am losing. I might be losing even if growth flips, but it looks like I kind of am relying on growth flipping. It's just so many points difference for me here. Conservator for purple, interesting. That definitely helps. It's definitely pretty good for them given they have foreign aid and the Reno Q is a little gross. I'm guessing Dr. Blah is going to Reno food basket here. Teal takes all the stone. Okay. Yeah, Dr. Blah is going to Reno food basket, I think. Oh, and he gets mining hammer. That's cute. Oh, but he can't breed everything either yet, but or breed all. Oh, he's just gonna run onto the hearth. That also makes sense, actually. He does want that as animal dealer. Okay. Purple takes more wood. That makes sense. Teal takes clay. Okay, so Teal is gonna build even more rooms. Yeah, Teal's gonna get like a like a 9-room stone house, which is a problem. Or they're gonna build pottery. I don't know. Teal's probably winning the game, but maybe I can get second. I don't know. Find out. At least the game's playing pretty fast here. We'll be done soon enough. We ran an experiment. I think my instincts were that this. I mean, maybe this game plan works a little better async too, where I can plan it out, but I'm real dubious about 2-room hay dryer, plowman, nutrition expert, sleeping corner. I just don't think it's good enough. I don't think I was supposed to run this actually. But hey, how do you know unless you try hard? Alright, come on, growth. Really could use growth to flip. Like, real bad. I mean, Plauso is a pretty good action for me, to be fair, but still could really use it to be growth. Very nice. 5 read to 10 food. This outskirts director generating extra read so that Basket Maker's wife can eat it is interesting. I don't know if it's actually good, but it's definitely interesting. Dr. Ball is not breeding cows of all things. Interesting. It is growth, thank the Lord. We have chances. We're competitive. I could open plow, but I don't really think I want to. Dr. Ball is going to take the cows, I see. That's why he ate cows. He's probably not plowing. I think I'm going to just take growth and not let Dr. Bois grow this round. I don't really need to block Dr. Bois of all things, but what else am I doing this round then is the follow-up, right? I shouldn't be too kind to Dr. Bois, although his game's still just not going to beat mine, but... what else am I doing? I take 4 wood so I can build stables? I don't know that that's right. I think I'm going to just block grow, and then I think I'm going to take RSF, because I think I'm going to try to Reno. I think the goal is RSF, next round get 4 clay, Reno bottles, grow again. I think that's the goal. Now getting Reno next round and getting 4 clay next round actually might not happen. Because Outskirts, man, might be attacking Hollow again this round, actually. Ugh, yeah, actually I might not get 4 clay. So I might not be able to Reno. Okay. Well, that's... yeah, that's interesting to think about. Yeah, Teal is going to just immediately do this. Okay. Well, that confirms that we're not Renoing, and we're only going to play... I guess I can take 2 clay SP bottles next round, but... ugh. This Outskirts Director really is messing with me hard here. I guess I do get 4 wood and it can build stables, so that's not that bad. Okay, yeah, so we have to give up. We're not Renoing, and maybe I'm not even playing Bottles. Maybe Bottles is dead. Or maybe I play Bottles in the final round. Yeah, that might be cleaner. Okay, that's probably cleaner. So yeah, just take 4 wood. I'm not playing Trowel, and I don't need to play Wholesale Market. I would like to get a Plow Sow in also. But I don't think I'm supposed to SP into Plow Sow. Next round I can try to take... okay, I could try to take the clay next round. I could try to just take 2 clay next round SP bottles so I get Plow Sow in the final round. That'd be pretty strong. But I should go for stables. I also can try for 2 sheep next round. But it looks like all the actions that teal and purple have are probably enough. Ooh, Dr. Ball has second spouse, so it didn't even matter if I blocked him. I at least forced him to second spouse. Purple is starting, that's unfortunate. Purple can't take the bottom round spaces, so that's handing teal plow sow. But it is newly plowed field, which is good. But, ugh. I don't like watching teal getting plow sow after all this nonsense. Teal did just go pottery. Okay. I'm curious if Teal is planning to build more rooms or not. Alright, that's pretty clear Teal's going to build more rooms. And I think that's the right move for Teal, unfortunately. So yeah, I think I'm just losing to Teal's game still. I think I'm able to beat Purple's game, but it's not 100% clear. I'm pretty confident I beat Dr. Bois' game. Chimney sweep for Purple. Okay, that's... meh. It's fine, it saves him a little bit. Although, yeah, okay, Purple is straight Renoing to stone. I have to remember that. That's quite a few points. And they're eventually getting fences. Teal is going to build more rooms. Okay, that was expected.
The real question is if teal's even trying for crops, actually. Maybe I do get plow sow next round, which would be pretty sweet. The 2 sheep are also quite good next round. Teal wants animals next round. Yeah, okay, there's a lot to still do for me, which is the good news. But actually, the bad news is there's not that much for me to do. Teal does take more wood. Okay, probably for stables. Oh no. I have to be a little worried that I get stable blocked still this game. Purple takes reed rather than renovating right now. What are they doing? Oh, they're renovating BMW. Okay. Okay, never mind. That's what that was. All right. Yeah. There are problems. Purple's at 27 points with 10 actions left. Teal's at 25 points with 10 actions left. That sounds like Dr. Blah and I are just gonna lose. Just gonna lose. Purple's gonna open plow? I don't really know for sure what purple's opening. Purple might open sow bake actually, because their food is kind of relying on a bake action. Teal is gonna open plow sow and try for fields. Teal's just punting fields. I don't know. I guess I'm taking plow sow or 2 sheep. Loki. Teal. Okay. I think they do. I think they are supposed to open so big here, but they might be thinking if they can greed the veg.
All right, hey buddy. Yeah, you have a friend. Yeah, you got a friend.
All right, are you on the screen? Okay, you're sort of on the screen. I got some stuff in the way. Opens wood of all things. I mean, they need wood, but I don't think this is right for purple necessarily. But you were sure heroic logic was here. Nice. All right, good boy, Loki. All right, what's teal gonna do here? I'm not sure. What's purple doing here? I mean, purple needs the Sobake, I think, to feed. But all right. I would love to get plow sow and 2 sheep this round. That would also be very acceptable. Ooh. All right. I do get offered plow sow. I think I can't turn down plow sow. Plow sow is 6 points, and it's an action I really want at some point that I have to take separately. And as much as I want 2 sheep, I think single sheep next round is probably equivalent. The danger is that I think it's very likely teal's next action is 2 sheep on the wheel. And teal is a big threat, but like I don't get plow sow back next round necessarily. And it's just so many points. Whee. Alright. So yeah. I think basically had to do that. Dr. Blah just plows, that makes sense. Purple has to sow bake at some point. Dr. Blah is going to start player with the food basket at some point. So I don't love that. I don't love that at all. We can hope Dr. Blah has a first pick animal reeve. Oh, wow, purple's just going to re-up start. Okay, well, I really dislike purple starting for teal's sake repeatedly. But it happens sometimes. But I do think teal's gonna win, so I'm just trying to beat purple. Ooh, teal is not taking the sheep. Oh my god, that's very appreciated. I guess there is a Reno queue that some of these people care about, but... Alright, teal's gonna have an 8-point Reno someday. And teal gets a joinery. Okay, teal's still just winning the game. Yeah, it builds stables. It's... Teal should win this pretty easily. But I do get 2 sheep, so that's a pretty good round, and then I grow. I mean, yeah. And then next round I'm aiming for stables, clay, bottles, grow. Yeah, that could work. I don't think it's enough to win. But 2 more grows is 6 points. Stables are 3 points. That's 9. Bottles is 4 points. It's 13. And I breed 2-ish points. You get 15 more than currently. That's only 45. Yeah, doesn't sound winning. But hey, we tried. But given that it was late family growth, well, given that it was round 7 growth with round 12 growth, the fact that this game plan's not strong enough to do better than this on its own is, I think, pretty indicative that there's just not enough actions here. Maybe I did have to keep Seducer, but I don't have a good enough crop source, I think, for Seducer to nail it. So I think I'm probably supposed to not play this hand this way. I think I'm supposed to probably still push out a room and do haydryer stuff later. Even then, I'm just not sure it's that strong. I think nutritioning is just really hard without a stronger crop source to kickstart it. I think I had to have more actions to contest the table a bit, but also, to be fair, I mean, on some level too, I was worried in the draft that there was a lot of big house support. There was freaking foreign aid. There was travel. Like, I passed a lot of big house cards, and I might be losing to somebody that first picked informant clay supports and then got past a family-friendly home. So, I mean, also on some level, who has the better hand in the draft, right? Like, what are you supposed to do about that? Even if I get the perfect flips here, which I do think I basically got the perfect flips here, but at least these players don't fully have food sorted out, which is slowing them down. But I just don't see. I do think I get second place. I don't know that if purple's gonna break. Well, God, purple has a lot of actions left to break. Although, God, purple still didn't sow bake yet. I guess nobody could after I plow sowed. Okay. Anyhow, purple's food is a bit sketchy, so maybe that's enough to keep me in the game. Dr. Bois takes wood. I think that's for more fences, but it's a little spooky. I can easily get blocked on stables, which is annoying. Oh, did I list stables in my point source, actually, when I was adding up points? I'm not sure I did. So maybe I get to 48? No, I must have counted the stables, right? I don't know. Whatever. It doesn't matter that much. It doesn't matter that much. We can still pretend Dr. Baugh has an Animal Reeve. That is still the real dream, is that Dr. Baugh first picked an Animal Reeve. But, although now that I say that, that's actually impossible, right? Dr. Baugh first picked a woodcutter. We know that, because I don't think I passed it. Although I certainly could have forgotten passing a woodcutter, but yikes! First picking woodcutter. I thought Dr. Baugh was this on our team. Woodcutter sucks. Purple is getting to 39 after fencing, apparently, which sounds like a problem. So I guess I'm probably losing to purple also, because purple has no animals yet, so like next round there you have a lot of potential points. Yeah, actually they're at 40 after they fence correctly. And then they still get a sow bake here too, which is some points. Alright, yeah, I might be losing by a lot. Or might be taking third here. But maybe not. We'll see. Maybe purple can't reach it, but Laoju gets a joinery here, I assume. I think that's the only thing left, right? Yeah, joinery's the only thing left. Yeah. But, yeah, that looks like a big issue. Teal being at 41 already. Although, Teal is going to slightly struggle to score, because Teal's not getting 2 plow actions, so Teal's going to take wood for joinery, take clay for pottery, and they're going to take sheep, take cow. Take crops. Okay, yeah, teal still has a ton of 2-point moves. And teal has a bunch of guilds to feed off of. Okay. They're not going to blow past us, but yeah, we needed Dr. Ball to have an animal reef, not have a woodcutter. Also could have mildly, well, whatever. Dr. Ball wound up basically drafting the same game plan I did of just build one room and do farming. Took second spouse, took animal dealer, took wood help, played very few cards. Both Dr. Ball and I are trying to win while playing very little, whereas teal and purple are exploiting a large portion of their hand. Overhaul for Dr. Bois. Okay, well that's cool. The downside is that Dr. Bois still has a bunch of wood left, which means I might have to just first action stables next round, which I'm not a big fan of. Not a big fan of it at all. Also, any last minute dreams that Dr. Boss still had an animal reeve just got crushed, so we're not gonna get bailed out. Not gonna get bailed out, everybody. Purple is so baking, which was their expected last move because they need to bake into these ovens in order to get through the harvest. Purple's probably going to have to open so bake next round in order to feed again, or purple might try plowing and then so baking next round. Teal just takes 2-point actions. Yeah, having multiple people already at 40 looks real bad. Looks real bad for us, team. But we tried. We learned a little. I mean, to be fair, like we're still having a pretty dang good 2-room game, but 2-room games are just so dangerous when you let other people have such action advantages. You really have to just hope that nobody has enough ways to abuse their action advantage. But an actually good master bricklayer too. Got to buy 3 pretty good majors off of master bricklayer. Hate to see it. Hate to see it, but the outskirts actually did make sense even with informant because yeah, clay supports. It's a little bit awkward of a hand to pilot, but teal did it pretty well. Basket Maker's wife turning out pretty good with the stupid outskirts nonsense. I guess I shouldn't completely coordinate teal yet. Like, purple's not that many points behind teal, but I'm assuming that teal still wins this game, but maybe I'll be surprised. I mean, purple wants a lot of what teal wants right in front of teal. So if purple's really trying to win the game, actually, maybe purple doesn't even open plow. Maybe purple opens, like, just opens a cow and just starts attacking the animals that teal doesn't have. All right. Dr. Block can build one stable. That doesn't look that pressing for him, so I don't know that I need to worry about it too much, but it is something to think about. Master Bricklayer from Teal? Yeah. Teal had a Master Bricklayer. Teal had the stuff to do a pretty good big house game. So, I mean, again, Teal's hand is freaking informant, clay supports, family friendly home, a master bricklayer on top of that to boot. So, purple does open cow, everybody, though. So, after I said all that, yeah, I mean, maybe purple finds a way. I doubt it. Wow, clay gets taken right away. Boo. I guess 3 clay is all I need. I think I'm supposed to take 3 clay. I think my best path still is 3 clay, bottles, stables. Teal's not going to build stables. I think Dr. Bois is not building a single stable on me. So, I couldn't find time for nutrition.
I don't think so. I don't think nutrition actually nets me points, right? Like I'm basically at max crops here, so like what's nutrition doing for me? I'm eating points that I couldn't resow. I got handed plow sow in round 13. Like if I had tried nutritioning before that, I'd have a lot less crop points here, which like maybe is fine, but I'm real dubious about. I just don't think this hand actually can run nutrition on two people. I just don't think that, like, the more I was thinking and like trying to make this work, I just don't think nutrition expert works on two family members in this scenario. I think you don't have enough time to actually get the actions in to make it a winning game plan, but maybe it's very conceivable I just didn't play it right because it's requires very precise calculations that I wasn't willing to do. Anyhow, Teal definitely gonna win this game. Has enough points already. I mean, only two family members left, but I'm not reaching that. So hoping to beat purple. Not a lot I could do here to make sure that I beat purple. I guess I could take plow so, hoping Dr. Bob plows. That hits purple kind of hard. Um, but well, see the problem is if I plow so, I build stables. I basically am throwing away one action that doesn't do anything, and that doesn't seem better than just taking clay, playing bottles, playing stables, growing. So I guess that's what I do. I take clay. I assume I don't get blocked on building bottles because there's no majors left. I also should be able to build stables pretty safely. Yeah, Dr. Ball's not going to build a single stable if I'm handing him plow so. Dr. Ball still needs to play food basket though, so actually there is pressure on major minor. Yeah, I just realized that. So I might not get SP back actually. I probably get SP back. Although purple might even just play it right now. Well, no, purple should plow. Purple should well, purple needs a so bake also. Yeah, actually, maybe purple so bakes. No, purple's gonna take a cow. That's greedy. Teal takes the veg instead of plow so. Okay, that makes enough sense. So Dr. Blah is gonna take plow so. Teal probably is, or purple probably is getting plow and so bake. See, I'm just gonna take third here. This hand needed a way to play imps. You didn't see how it unfolded? Yeah, that's fair. This hand did need a way to play imps, I agree. If I had like a tree farm joiner or some, yeah, if I had one of those ox that helped me pump out a couple imps, um, that, yeah, that probably would have done it. That would have helped a lot at least, if I could have auto-played some cards somehow. But, oh well, whatever, we're just taking third. It's fine. We tried to make a two-room game work. We did get pretty much the ideal flips, though. Like, that's part of why I'm, like, real hesitant to think that this could work otherwise. Like, we got nearly ideal flips. We got to do most of what we wanted. Like, and we still wind up here. So, I gotta think. I mean, partly our opponent's hands are slightly better than we hoped. Well, mostly Teal's. But think like purple's hand's not particularly thrilling in my opinion. Like Carpenter, Foreign Aid, Brewing Pond, Stonecutter is Conservator is like sort of something, but it mostly relies on like actually being able to get quite a few actions, which I mean kudos to them, they did. But I think it's a lot more frail. But purple's gonna beat us. Teal's gonna beat us. They're both gonna score nearly 50. And then Dr. Blah is gonna get like 35. And I'm gonna get like 45.
God, I don't even know that I hit 45, right? I'm going to hit like 44? Maybe I hit 45. I build 3 stables, I grow again, I breed. Yeah, 45, I guess, but you do think this hand could have won this game, but it might be impossible with clay supports and family-friendly home in the same pack, same hand. Yeah, I agree that this hand could have won this game. I agree. I do agree with that. I don't think that purple like necessarily beats us, and I do think we could have had things work slightly better for us early game in terms of like getting wood in some sequences. But yeah, mostly I think I needed the family friendly home to get cut. Like I don't exactly know why purple doesn't have a family friendly home. I think purple basically lost the game by passing family friendly home. We'll have to. I'll try to peek at the draft, but like it's hard to see why teal has a family friendly home, especially when purple is doing a big house game plan themselves. Um, So it's very possible that that's also the difference here, but all right. Purple, what do you got left for points? You're fed. You're got a grain action for points. Yeah, whatever. That's BMW too is points. Okay. Uh, but yeah. All right, I can eat a pig. I eat a pig, I eat a grain, I eat a cow, and then I double breed cows. Okay, yeah, so we get to 45. That's where we end. 45's not too bad ultimately, but yeah, not having time to like reno stuff, not having time to do some other things is sad. Dr. Bois hits. Yeah, looks like Dr. Bois hits 35, which is pretty rough. Then again, Dr. Bois played some pretty dubious things. I like Animal Dealer well enough, but ooh, Master Builder for purple, duh. I knew that existed. I should have known that was coming. That's why purple didn't care about the plow. Had to master build that house. Wow, okay, does that actually give purple the win? No way purple wins, right? Right? I don't know. What do I know? I clearly don't know. Alright, move crop? No. I don't need to move crops with clearing spade, that's fine. Alright, eat this, this, and this. Breed them all back in a sec. Alright, yeah, so we breed ourselves to 45. Purple. Purple needs 2 food, so they're eating a point, I think. Oh no, they're eating a reed that's not a point at all. Okay, so purple is ending at 51. Teal is eating 2 reed and a wood, so they're not eating any points either. So then yeah, teal's gonna win this game on tiebreaker. Because teal has 2 stone and a wood extra. Whereas purple has only 1 wood extra. See, I think teal wins this game by 2 resources, which is mildly surprising. Purple definitely benefited a bit by sitting after the guys that weren't growing. And purple does have some synergy in their hand, but yeah, I'm surprised actually. I mean, it's partly I guess brewery pond power. Brewery pond provided basically all the grain to run all these ovens and feed purple. And nobody else was doing oven stuff, so a pretty good stone cutter too, actually. Saved 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 stone. But yeah, this game doesn't feel great. But also, again, it's not clear that I win this game, even if I like tried to push for a third room or anything.
Thanks for trying an alternate line. Yeah, it was fun to just do the 2-room game and see how it worked, but again, I got ideal flips. Like, these are the ideal round flips. I mean, arguably the cow flip, I guess, is preferably 1 round later, but, like, it doesn't really matter much. But just didn't have time to build up an offboard or anything, even with ideal round flips. But oh well. Did have the longest thinking time, which is pretty expected. Alright, mostly I'm curious about that draft, so I'll try to peek at the draft real fast. Mostly I'm curious family-friendly home passing as far as it did. Mostly I'm also curious if the informant and clay supports are actually in the same pack. I assume informant clay supports is what Teal opened with, and so then again, I mean, if they win the game with clay supports informant in their opening pack, I mean, so be it. Concerningly, I don't see an informant in this pack, or a clay supports. Wow. Okay, so also, purple doesn't know how to draft? Like, wait a sec, what? Tree Guard is the first pick out of... Teal first picks at Tree Guard. And first picks a Corn Schnapps Distiller? Like, what? Okay. Well then. What? You bet you drafted worse. Good game, very fun line. Yeah, it was fun to try the 2-room. I mean, I got the ideal flips and it still wasn't good enough. I also did have the nutrition expert, as I'm sure you kind of figured out, but like I just don't think I don't think nutrition expert works on 2 rooms with this hand. I think I need faster crop support somehow, but we just got the wrong seat. Yeah, we definitely have the wrong seat. Apparently Teal got past informant clay supports right here is my guess. Unless Dr. Blah also turned down those cards, but let's find out. I don't agree with Tree Guard or Corn Schnapps here. Particularly, I don't agree with Corn Schnapps. This is the, like, it's, I don't know. I don't even like Tree Guard at all, but if you're going to Tree Guard, surely it's like writing boards with Tree Guard to help supplement your wood, or it's a field to put your grain in, or it's the trowel that lets you reno for free. I mean, I guess Corn Schnapps is theoretically food with Tree Guard, but Corn Schnapps is so bad. Your opening pack wasn't at the same level? That's likely. I mean, we'll check in a sec. Wow, yeah, got past informant clay supports. Okay, I mean, the miners are very good out of this pack, for what it's worth. But what in tarnation? What happened? The Ox are, like, pretty bad. Informant is the clear pick. Wow, and they almost picked Plowman instead of Informant. They almost passed Informant to first seat. That would, God, we could have had Informant Haydryer. That would have been nice, but no, they correctly take the right cards. And then they even got RSF in round 1 after all that. That's just offensive. It's crazy. Wow, they kept debating Plowman. They seriously almost took the Plowman. Ugh. Ugh. Almost. This pack is pretty bad. So yeah, Basket Maker's Wife and hope other people add Reed to the game with Outskirts. But then Outskirts came all the way back. Wow. All right. So you remember when Sid suggested that I cut Outskirts out of the game? Because I guess I should have cut Outskirts out of the game. Because I mean, yeah, I was never really playing Food Distributor. I should have cut Outskirts. I'm curious how cutting Outskirts changes this game because it puts much bigger food clamps on the table. Yeah, I agree. In hindsight, it also turns out actually my biggest mistake might have been just not cutting Outskirts. If I cut Outskirts, it makes it harder for Teal to feed. It makes it harder for Teal to build a big house. It makes it harder for Purple to build a big house. So both of the people that beat me, I think, get hit a bit hard by Outskirts being out of the game.
So yeah, that's gonna be that's unfortunate. I agree, food distributor is very mediocre. So yeah, I should have accepted that I didn't need the grain help. My mind, I think, was a little too locked into I just needed grain support to make Sleeping Corner work, but yeah. Check deal stuff. Yeah, I'm gonna get to teal in just one sec. I just want to see these last. Yeah, wow, they got family friendly fourth, which was pretty known. Gosh, getting late family friendly home is gross. It's a clay deliveryman here. Okay, that makes no sense. If only I opened collector. Oh my god, yeah. If I opened collector, then yes. Then the whole game that we could have run absolutely nuts nutrition game. We could have had absolute nonsense, but all right. Oh, Dr. Bob, by the way, if you're still here, feeding dish animal dealer is a total combo, and I yell at you a couple times in the draft that whoever had the animal dealer, I don't know why they didn't take the feeding dish. We'll find out in a sec. I'll look at your draft too. But they must first pick Brewery Pond, right? We almost know for a fact actually what's happening here. They first pick Brewery Pond instead of clay supports, which I can mildly accept. But what I can't accept is surely you take informant, but they first pick conservator as my guess. I can actually mildly accept Brewery Pond over clay supports, I think. I don't love it, but like Brewery Pond's very strong. But you gotta take the informant here. Like, it's gotta be informant. Wait, it's stonecutter? Wait, no, it's conservator, right? Yeah, but oh my god. You would always take Brewery Pond with informant? Yeah, I agree. Like, Brewery Pond informant's totally legit. Like, that's fine. Go for it. You forgot you were in the queue? Gotcha. You don't remember why you didn't take the dish? You made a lot of really bad decisions while trying to fix your internet. Gotcha. You figured I weren't on an animal line when I passed animal dealer, and then it turned out you just had more efficient versions of your hand. Yeah, I did say that, right? It was kind of funny. I noticed that at some point during the game, too, where I'm like, oh, I have a hay dryer instead of an animal dealer. I build fences before you. I have plow help. I have sleeping corner. You have seconds. Like that's why I passed you seconds pass, right? Like I already sleeping corner. Like, but yeah, it was kind of funny. You wound up trying to do like exactly what I was doing right in front of you. So, informant wasn't even particularly good for teal. No, it wasn't. To be fair, actually, teal's informant's still pretty freaking good. Teal still got like 8 wood from informant or something. Amount of wood earned from cards, 9. Did they play writing boards? No, they didn't. So 9 wood from informant still. I mean, it was good, but basically wood deliveryman. Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. But yeah, this can't be conservator. Like it just can't. Why conservator? Like conservator's not that good, and ugh. Never conservator. Never. Informant. Also, you pass informant and then you don't open RSF? Oh, they opened 3 wood. Why did they open 3 wood over RSF? Why? Why? Anyhow, brewery plus informant is great. You get a ton of reed with a ton of wood. Yeah, I agree. Brewery and informant is like really legit. I agree. I would be very happy with Brewery Pond Informant because you have a great excuse to grow fast and feed. Brewery Pond provides you the food to just build your house and grow fast, but this pack is real weak. So yeah, this is Dr. Blah's opening pack. So yeah, this is really unfortunate. I mean, Chimney Sweep's fine. Outskirts is like fine. Second Spouse is fine, but yeah, these Ox are mediocre. The Sheepwell is arguably the best miner here. The miners are iffy. But, alright, why no family-friendly home? Why do we pass family-friendly home when we already passed clay supports and informant? What did we take? We almost took bottles. We do take the master builder, so kudos for taking the master builder away, but we take newly plowed field instead of family-friendly home? I mean, maybe, but if you're drafting master builder, you're planning to get to 6 rooms anyhow. Don't pass this to clay supports. Don't do it. Don't do it. No, he doesn't. All right. That's so wrong. Family-friendly home always. Yes, I agree. I agree. It was family-friendly home there, but whatever. Any 5-room plan should snap family-friendly. Yes, I mean, completely agreed. If you're taking Master Builder, boom. Like, you don't even have the Carpenter yet. So, I mean, I'll give him mild defense that he doesn't have a Carpenter in his hand yet. But also, you already passed a clay supports. And you're planning to build a bunch of rooms anyhow because you have Brewery Pond and you're taking a bunch of reed and you have food and you took Master Builder. Like, take the family-friendly home. All right, Dr. Boy, yeah, you opened the worst pack. Yeah, you're not wrong. I guess first picking Woodcutter Overhaul. I don't think I would first pick Woodcutter because I'm not a Woodcutter fan. And Overhaul is already mild wood support, but yeah, this pack is worse than the others. Purple definitely wins if they go Informant, Brewery Pond into Family Friendly. Yeah, obviously. Agreed. Purple should win this game pretty easily I agree. If they did that. They basically play the current game, but much better. Yep, completely. Yeah, totally agreed. Like, when they're squatting for family growth in rounds 5 and 6 because they built the first room, they actually get to play family-friendly home and just build again, and then possibly still grow first. Like, they might have had 2 family members in round 7 or something if they just kept the stupid family-friendly home and focused on it with Informant and stuff, but... God, yeah, because they get foreign aid. Oh my God, they get foreign aid. Yeah, like, just imagine if Purple, actually, yeah. But whatever, I was supposed to cut Outskirts and didn't. You're an Animal Dealer fan like I am. Mild sadness, but it's okay. You also don't take family-friendly home, though. You take Supply Boat. See, I realize you're probably not using family-friendly home, but at a certain point, we really got to consider the strength of these cards and just cut something real freaking early. I think I would always take Newly Plowed Fields. I would not take Supply Boat, but I guess Supply Boat is mild crop source here, but yeah, I don't know if I love this. Supply Boat is barely a card. Yeah, exactly. I think this pick here is not very good. I think you gotta take Newly Plowed Field or Family Friendly Home. I mean, possibly cut Family Friendly Home just because it's scary, but you don't know what's in the draft yet. So Newly Plowed Field for yourself, I think, would have been fine. But you had the Shifting Cultivation. Okay, that makes sense. Then you keep Roof Baluster here. Okay, yeah. Newly Plowed was your other thought, but you haven't seen any crop support and you wanted it out. Okay, fair enough. And then, yeah, you wound up with the Patch Caretaker, which is fair. It's another one of my pet little cards. But yeah, see, Mining Hammer turned out real not imported for you. You already have a Woodcutter. I get that generally Feeding Dish is not a very good card, but Feeding Dish combos with Animal Dealer. It's stupid. But Animal Dealer gives you the animal first, and then you use the action space. So Feeding Dish always works with Animal Dealer, because you get the animal, and then Feeding Dish will always activate. Yeah, see, that's what I said. I realized you probably didn't know that. But it's a function of the somewhat silly revised ruling, but because of the way Animal Dealer reads and the way that other cards work, the card effects work first, and then you take the action space, right? That's why you're able to do dumb things with like Teacher's Desk, where you get to do the Teacher's Desk before you actually take the effect of the action space. So you can like Teacher's Desk yourself a Stonecutter and then build an improvement you otherwise wouldn't have been able to. Animal Dealer is using the same logic of the card effect happens first, so you get the extra animal from Animal Dealer, and now because you have the animal, Feeding Dish is going to activate always. So that was definitely the pick here. Yeah, exactly. I think Feeding Dish with Animal Dealer is mildly busted. Well, it's not busted, but yeah, it's pretty silly. It's just like it's just tons of grain. But yeah, I guess you do have a Roof Baluster in hand, so like Mining Hammer's kind of exciting, and you do want places to hold animals. I'm just a little less excited about Mining Hammer when I have Woodcutter, because like I might want to build stables naturally anyhow. Although that assumes things are going to go great with Woodcutter, but you do have Woodcutter Patch Caretaker too. Like in some games you want to just take multiple wood actions all the time, but it's a little hard to say. Also, for the record, I do, as much as I like Animal Dealer, I have been leaning towards Animal Dealer as mostly a card you want to use on 4 family members. But you take second spouse. We keep passing outskirts around the table. Yeah. It looks like purple really should have cut outskirts at least, or used it themselves. But yeah, I should have cut outskirts this game too. So, oh well, whatever. Anyhow. Yeah, you want to use Animal Dealer after growing to 4. Yes, I agree. But sometimes you can't, so you really wanted early growth for the Patch Caretaker and Battle Aaron. Yeah, it's fair. Yeah, late growth, I guess, yeah, you take second spouse in order to play a small house game, but yeah, you actually really want to do like a 4-room game plan here. Woodcutter's better with more actions, Animal Dealer's better with more actions, Patch Caretaker's better with more actions. So yeah, no, that's fair. You did get kind of shafted by the game. All right. Well, anyhow, you didn't want to take every animal-related action right in front of. You didn't want me. Yeah. I agree. I mean, I basically killed your game pretty hard. When I was a little surprised you let me have 3 sheep. That was pretty lucky for me because I could have been real screwed. The early food this game was rough with late sheep and nobody having early food injection. That was definitely spooky. Nobody had reason to day labor early either, so yeah, like just the food was tight actually early. So yeah, the 3 sheep were real nice for me, but then yeah, I agree. It was pretty brutal that like I fenced early, so then I really wanted the pair of cows. I wound up still having to take a pair of sheep and just eating them in front of you. So yeah, like we really were kicking each other, but you underestimated the value of when there was. Yeah, I thought you were going to take 2 + 1 sheep. It's not a thrilling action, but God, the game was so food tight at that point. It was an absolute mess. So yeah, when I then took the sheep, and then you had to take 3 food, and then, well, foreign aid really saved Purple's game too. Purple having foreign aid was unfortunate, but I mean, it makes sense. It was in the draft, but yeah, that also really fueled their game to get out of that food tight stage too. But yeah, you figured you'd get the early sheep grab. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's really hard to predict I'm doing 2-room hay dryer, sleeping corner, possible nutrition expert in front of you, so. But, all right. Anyhow, we had a fun 2-room game. Still got 45, but yeah, the big houses beat us this time. Good farming doesn't always win. Big houses have their day. Thanks, everybody, for hanging out, chatting. It's been good. It was a fun time. I'm going to head off. I will see everybody around. Later.